Yo, welcome back. You already know who it is. It's your boy, MadeMenMelo, coming to you back live with some more Viniitube trailer reactions. We got the top 10 anime members. It's not the top 10, it's just showcasing anime mentors, showcasing their power to their students or in front of their students. They just, you know how, sometimes the people, think they can take the mentor, the teacher and stuff, and the teacher be like, okay, let me give you a little bit of taste. Let me give you an inkling of what's going to be happening. And it'd be like, oh shit. So let's go and take a look, because it might have some that I'm thinking about already. So let's get it.
The anime mentor. What words or descriptions come to your mind when hearing that set of words? Perhaps someone who serves as a hero's guide and best friend, or maybe the sacrificial lamb to make some villain look oh so powerful. Whatever the case may be, we can all agree on one thing: anime mentors are badass. That's why for today's list we're going through some of my favorite moments when the anime mentor just shows off his strength in front of the student. After all, one of the easiest ways to get this upstart kid to trust you is to show them that you mean business. Hunter x Hunter is one of my all-time favorite shows, and while the first person most fans would think of when it comes to mentors is Biscuit, I feel like Kite's pretty underrated. One of the most cold-hearted mentors in the series, Kite showed his mettle when he leads the team into battle against the Chimera Ants. Running into the Hagio division, Gon and Killua get tested through individual battles against the enemies. For Kite, all he needs is his scythe, and the entire division gets wiped out in
Good
one
Lord.
fell swoop. Black Clover's Yami often puts on a show, and episode 49 is his crowning moment. Among the shonen mentors, I really like Yami because he gives off that rough edge. There are mentors who look badass, but Yami takes it a step further and shows how badass he was with Dark Cloak Dimension Slash. It's a power that's so strong that it's capable of cutting dimensions, dwarfing whatever Veto can throw at him. There's no kill the overkill, and seeing Yami just put this elf down in such a dominant fashion is a real thrill. Everyone just looks on in amazement at the power of their captain. They're in good hands. As long as Yami is around, they know they can have someone to rely on while they strive to grow stronger. Let's continue with the new gen Shonen Train with Benimaru versus Infernal Demon.
Haven't
Quite
watched
an
Fire
underrated
Force.
moment right here, as Shinra and Arthur find themselves
That's
in
one I
quite the
need to
bind
look
against
at.
the Infernal Demon. Who else should show up but Benimaru himself? To Benimaru, this fight is personal. With this powerful foe in front of him, he simply flexes his power while Shinra and Arthur watch on. Easily turning away the demon's attacks, Benimaru holds back out of concern for the town before deciding to take the battles to the skies. Here, he finally gets a chance to obliterate the enemy with his awe-inspiring sun wheel. People have been applauding the sound direction for this scene, and I think that it does add to the moment so much. That bass alone is one of the most awesome and satisfying sounds you could hear from Fire Force, and it's the perfect complement to watching Benimaru nonchalantly take the enemy down. Rayleigh's Conqueror's Heart deserves a mention.
Y'all wasn't kidding. Y'all wasn't kidding. Holy moly.
There's so much that you can do with so little. Do you believe that saying? You sure as hell can believe it after seeing Rayleigh's Conqueror's Haki in the auction house. Rayleigh, contrary to expectations, didn't have the most explosive entry at first glance, but the sheer mystery of his silhouette entering the scene more than makes up for it. It even feels quite ominous and all, and when he does finish his entry, all he needed was one Conqueror's Haki to clean house. There's just that sense of wonder, and I dare say dread in the character's expressions. There's that eerie feeling of, what the hell just happened? And it really kept the fans guessing when it comes to Rayleigh's true strength. Now that, my friends, is how you build hype with just one very pivotal moment. What an amazing debut for Rayleigh.
But our hockey be knocking boys out.
Saitama versus Genos is a rhyme
Saitama!
application.
Beat that boy down.
You see, while most mentors show off their power by fighting villains and enemies in front of their protege, Saitama and Genos do it quite differently. Instead of enemies feeling the full brunt of said mentor's power, it's Genos who offers to do it, wanting to see the extent of Saitama's power. This is a rather unique setup for a mentor showing his protege his power, but it works. I was a bit worried as to how the battle would drag on due to Saitama's one-hit KO gimmick and all, but we surprisingly got quite the entertaining performance that shows Genos' determination. This is a battle that clocks in at almost 5 minutes, which I think also serves as a testament to Genos' strength. It's a friendly spar with not a lot of high stakes, but it also gives us a taste of what the two could do to each other.
That was freaking
Enjoying the
dope.
video so far? I'd like to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, ring the bell, and be here the next time I upload more countdown videos. That's enough for now. It's time to get going again.
You already know.
It's nice to look now once again where it all began. It's so refreshing after so many videos focusing on the final war arc and Madara, you know. For most of the series, we've heard of how great Minato was and all, but we've never actually seen that strength in action. That is, until the flashback arc, which shows us important groundwork on how the Nine Tails in Naruto came to be. Tobi, at this point of the timeline, was one of the most powerful characters around, and it showed in the battle. With all of his power, even Minato struggled to land a hit, but with some ingenious tactics and possibly the most epic Rasengan in the series so far, the fourth Hokage defies all odds and finally forces Tobi to escape. Coolest mentor and coolest dad? You get both in Minato. Not to mention being super smart too. Who else can devise a counter to the very overpowered Kamui on the fly?
Got him. That was tough, boy. Seeing that boy with one arm at that.
May have been one of the best highlights of early My Hero Academia. What a way to close out the first part of My Hero Academia. There's no bigger test for our heroes than
that first season when he did that no more
against some of the toughest villains there is. And it seems like our heroes are in for certain doom until All Might arrives. In a way, this is pretty much just a punch harder fight. However, one can't overlook the emotions the scene evoked when put together. The build up to the actual fight together make a great moment. From All Might's appearance as a beacon of hope and how he just casually talks down and beats down the Nomu, it's just so satisfying. This is a scene that never gets old. I personally think that All Might has some scenes down the line that one up this in terms of awesomeness, but it's here where we first get a glimpse of how far ahead the world's symbol of peace is. He's pretty much Deus Ex Machina incarnate around this time, and his save remains one of my favorites from shonen anime.
Sent that boy flying. My man said, y'all made this creature to handle me? Okay. How much you want?
After all of that,
how much you want? Because I'm going to give you tenfold. One of the biggest moments of Demon Slayer's Red Light District arc gives us the Upper Moon Daki taking on the Kamado siblings. Yep, you heard that right. Nezuko finally gets a chance to shine as she engages in combat against one of the most powerful demons that the series has shown so far. And it's a fight that took everything from them. Even with Nezuko's awakened powers, the siblings still had their hands full dealing with Daki. In an epic battle that could have gone either way, the Kamados come out on top, but not before sustaining major injuries. The bad news, Daki's still ready to go for more. The good news, it opens for Tengen to come in and finish the job. I almost felt like adding this moment was cheating because Tengen just came in for the last hit, but considering that the siblings at full strength are unable to completely eliminate Daki, it just shows the difference in power between them and a pillar. Tengen's boast afterwards is pretty cool too. That's way too easy, isn't it? Suspiciously so. These guys, they're gonna be in for a real surprise. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh.
On today's list we have Gojo versus Jogo.
Oh.
When I first saw Gojo, I knew we were in for something special. He has that whole laid-back and cool attitude along with the accolades to go with it. He made one hell of a first impression in the very first episode, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before he'd break out as one of the anime community's favorite mentor figures. And that he did when he and Yuji encountered Jogo. Jogo quickly goes on the attack and seemingly finishes Gojo off in one hit. However, the badass teacher brushes it off like nothing and proceeds to do the same thing to the next attacks that the curse can throw at him. When Yuji and he got caught in the domain expansion, it didn't even faze Gojo one bit. In what looked to be a very dangerous and deadly fight, Gojo casually breezes through it, flexing and turning this whole affair into a freaking tutorial session.
I need to get to that.
Yuji more about domain battles. There wouldn't be a bigger mentor flex than that.
Oh! Oh!
That's going to do it for my top list of mentors showing off their power to their students. I'd like to know your favourite among them, and I'm curious if you've got more suggestions too. Before you leave,
that was
don't
tough.
forget to drop a like and check out the channel for more amazing content. Be sure to drop by my social media as well. You can support the channel through Patreon or come join the community at Discord. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
That was tough, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Viniitube. That was a good one right there, man. I know there's plenty more, but those were definitely hot. Definitely hot. The Minato, the Gojo, and it's a lot more. But that Demon Slayer one, I need to go ahead and get my ass and watch the movie, and then go ahead and go into the next season, cause I'm missing out. I know. I'm missing out. I need to get better. It's coming, okay? But definitely a good list. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This your boy MadeMenMelo. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.